wang. I'm not gonna be silent in this beer of wang. Oh, you know I'm not that kind of girl. I'm much better off in the underworld. I've got news for you, and things I wanna pursue. Oh, I'm jumping up Kilimanjaro, Kilimanjaro. Oh, I've got the wind in my hair. Oh, Kilimanjaro. And my wings are gonna silence you, Kilimanjaro. And my legs are gonna turn into a tail. Oh, Kilimanjaro. Oh, Kilimanjaro, Kilimanjaro. I'm jumping up Kilimanjaro, Kilimanjaro. I've got the wind in my hair, oh, Kilimanjaro.
Audio check. Hello. Does this thing work? We're starting shortly. Very shortly. Happy Monday, everybody. Nobody likes Mondays, unless you're me, because I don't even have a weekend. I don't even know what that is. Oh yeah, that's when I go to Hard Times. That's only once a month. Yup. Yep. Come on, y'all. It's Monday. Get your heads out of your ass. Forget about it. Don't worry about Mondays, because Monday is followed by Tuesday. Yep. Tell you what though, man, this forget about it. I'm not gonna talk about politics right now. Jeez, man, there's a lot of boo-boo going on in the world. Woo! Good thing we got a little pool to sweat once in a while. Yeah. Hey, real quick though, I want to announce this little event happening at Hard Times Billiards in Northern California. That's in Sacramento. It's the third annual Billiards Community Tournament. Not really sure what that means, but this is brought to you by J Miles, and J Miles puts on a lot of charity events. So I'm sure we got a little charity this is going to. Possibly. I don't know for sure, but you might want to call them over at Hard Times in Sacramento and get a little info on this. I'm not really sure. I gotta look at this a little closer here because it says 3C at the top, but it's got a 9-ball with wings. So races to 3. I'm gonna guess this is a 9-ball tournament. All proceeds to benefit the Shriners Hospitals for Children. Only $20 entry to get in. Go on up. It's when does it take place? I missed it there. October 19th. Okay, there you go. All right, so shout out to Jay Miles. You might see him in the chatter-room in here, the chat room. So we got that tournament coming up in Sacramento. What comes after Tuesday? Hump Day. So Skylar wrecked Earl the other day, raced to 100. Yeah, I heard those people that bought the pay-per-view were a little wrecked themselves. But anyway, I digress. I can't tell you how difficult it is, how much pressure there is to put a pay-per-view event on. However, to provide a little constructive criticism to those people putting on that event, or that person, whoever it is. I don't even know you, but I think you should maybe have a little more manners when people are trying to make a few, complaints, voice a couple of, they're really they're trying to support you, and they're trying to buy your pay-per-view, and they're hoping, they're expecting good action that you bring to them. And then you come down on people and tell them that you're gonna. What are you gonna do? You're gonna piss on their dead corpse? I don't like that. I don't like that at all, bro. So whoever you are, no. I don't even know if I want to see that as a free stream, my friend. But anyway, yeah. Congratulations to Skylar Woodward. That's my little 2 cents on that, because that's all you're getting. 2 cents. Not getting my money. Nope. No. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is a charity event. J Miles is going to be putting that on. Bro, I turned the music down, okay? Give me a break. This is like nice reggae music, dude. Sheesh. Y'all calm down over there. You need me to bring it up a little bit there. I'll bring it up a little bit. There you go. That's why we wait. That's why we wait before we start the match. Yeah, I heard they said a few horrible things to a few consumers. But anyway, I digress. I'm not going to get too deep into that crap. But, I mean, you know, look, I've been in this business a little while. You know, I've put on probably 3 or 4 pay-per-views in my 8 years doing this. And when we do a pay-per-view event, we try to put a little extra work into it. And we make sure we have a little customer service going as well. Besides just the normal commentary, you know, camera work and all that, we you know, it's not easy. You guys are doing a cash grab for some crap that really should be free, to tell you the truth, especially with all the sponsors you have. How dare you bottleneck your sponsors like that? I don't even know how much you ask those sponsors for, but you know what I mean? Like, when I ask for sponsorship on my free live streams, which frankly get way more publicity than your events, and way more exposure, I'm a very modest guy. I ask for a modest sum because you know why? It's not Nike, it's not Reebok, it's not McDonald's, it's the billiard world, you know. In the billiard world, you start taking from them too much. It's called cannibalism, folks. It's called cannibalism. We don't like to feed off each other, man. Or, well, we're learning not to. But anyway, my hat's off to the pool players out there and to the pool promoters out there that are struggling, doing a good job, and working really hard. You know, I felt like getting a little controversial today. I don't know why. I mean, I see stuff on Facebook sometimes and other forums for billiards, and I'm just really disappointed because just when things look like they're getting better, then we backslide and they get worse. So anyway, I'm just gonna leave it at that. No, maybe I won't. Anyway, also shout out to Lenny Marshall, Fast Lenny, who gave us Scott Frost versus Rodney Morris last night. That was kind of a washout, man. Boy, oh boy. Boy, Rodney. Man, get back on the stick, bro. You're selling too many cars, man. Yeah, Rodney Morris, I think he's living in Florida. He's working. He's got some kind of a, I think he sells high-end cars. I think, maybe someone in the chat room can give me some feedback on that. But I think he's got a full-time job now, and he doesn't really work at the game anymore. So, he shows up and plays Scott, and boy, oh boy, Scott just turned him into mincemeat. And there you have it. So anyway, but thank you so much. That was really cool to be able to sweat that action, and it was nice to see Scott play. Scott's playing pretty good. Rodney played all right, but he just didn't show a lot of patience. He didn't show a lot of patience. But anyway, we're gonna get this match started pretty shortly. And for those who don't know, these are unreleased matches that were recorded on TV Table 2 without any commentary. So here we are right now, we're live, and I'm going to provide you guys with live commentary for this match that's just over a year old. But these were great matches. These were great matches, and I just feel like it's important to give them to you guys, put them on YouTube. And there you have it. There you have it. So this match is coming up. It's going to be a race to 9, and it is actually, this is another 5th and 6th place match from the one-loss side. I'm going to give you a little spoiler, guys. Dennis Orcolio won this event. He beat Ruslan Chinakhov in the finals. And Shane VanBOENING well, I'm not going to spoil it that much, but enjoy this match between Omar and Shane VanBOENING. Omar ALSHAHEEN. We watched him earlier. He played. Well, who did he play? Was it James Aranas? No, it was. Who did he play, guys? Ruslan? He got beat bad on the last. He got beat on the last match that we streamed, and you know that's how it is. That's how it is. Pool is a tough game, man. Pool is a tough game. So anyway, are you guys almost ready? We're gonna do this. It's gonna be Shane VanBOENING versus Omar ALSHAHEEN. I want to thank all my sponsors: Simona's Cloth, JB Cases, and West State Billiards. For this event that you guys watched, we had a lot of great sponsors. We had a West Coast Cue Maker showcase with Ariel Carmelli, Kent Davis, Eddie Cohen, Tiger Products. We also had sponsorship from Tom Worth, One Pocket, a game of controlled aggression. We had participation from onepocket.org. West State Billiards was also a headline sponsor. It was brought to you at California Billiards in Fremont, the best pool hall in the country, folks. And who else? Am I forgetting anyone? Craig Herman was there. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Debbie Webfringer was there from Behind the Rock. And you know, I just want to give a shout out to those guys because you know, it allows us to make content for the billiard community, that people are hungry to see. You know, I mean, I know these matches are like a year old that you've been watching, the unreleased matches, but you know, we want to see who's up and coming. We want to see who has potential. We want to see the story of pool and billiards unfold as it happens. And you know, even though these are a little late, maybe some of my commentary will be a little bit more current. So anyway, with that, I want to thank all you guys too for watching. Let's get this match started. It's Omar ALSHAHEEN versus Shane VanBOENING. All right, guys, welcome back. Match number 12, West Coast Swing Unreleased. Shane VanBOENING from the one-loss side. He's struggling. He's made it through this far to this 5th and 6th place match against Omar ALSHAHEEN from Kuwait, the Tiger. Omar lost to Ruslan Shinnikov in his last match, and here he is playing against Shane VanBOENING. Shane, he lost to, who did he lose to? He lost to Dennis Okoye. A great opener from Omar after Shane's dry break. You're watching the West Coast Swing Unreleased, recorded at California Billiards, July 2018. Want to welcome all you guys for watching. And when I say that, I mean that. Hi to Snooker, Wambra, D King, Tommy Guns, Snooker Ghost. Me too. Golden Rib. Glad you guys could make it. Smash that thumbs up, please. Smash that like button. Okay, B-Fits. From Ireland. From Ireland. Well, how about that 5-ball, folks? Is that going in the side? He's acting like it will be. But then what about the 6, guys? That's tough action here. He might be able to, he might be able to cut this up to the corner, but I don't think he's going to. Maybe it's a safety. He can play a pretty good safety. I mean, but then again, you don't want to cover the side pocket. Might leave an easy kick for Shane. So, yep, this is for 5th and 6th place. I believe it was like $1,600 or $1,800 for. Oh my God! What a shot! What do you think Bob Young thinks about that? Combo Bob? He looked a little angry that he made that ball. In the Hawaiian shirt. The white-haired hustler. Combo Bob sits faithfully, loyally for every game at this table. A shout out to Bill Roach. Glad you made it. What a kick shot. He saw a dead ball. He went for it. Omar already playing better than he played against Ruslan. 9 ball? No, doesn't go. I jinxed him. All right, here he comes. We all know who he is, the South Dakota kid. Something like, I think, 7 or 8 time Moscone Cup player representing Team USA. Maybe it's only 6 times. I think he skipped a couple years. Considered one of America's favorite, or probably, if not the favorite, player to the majority of Americans here. Came from a pool-playing family, grew up in South Dakota, and here he is putting in the work against Omar. Game 1, Shane VanBOENING. So, you know, I just got to let you guys know the Unreleased series is almost to an end, unless I can find some old archives. I have one action match between myself and Michael Leahy that I promised I'd be putting up to YouTube, and I'm going to do commentary on that. We're playing 10 ball. And then I'm going to rebroadcast the Shane VanBOENING versus Tony Chohan one pocket match that happened in 2017. That's going to be part of the Unreleased series. And that's going to be probably given to you in 3 or 4 parts. I have to take a look at the complete set of files. It was about an 8-hour match. They were gambling. It was for 10 grand. So look out for that soon. I'm going to, you know, that's why I tell you guys subscribe to the channel, because that's usually the best way that you'll know what's coming up. Yeah, I'm going to commentate my own match. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Yep, I got the balls to do it, you see. How many streamers you know actually play pool? I think I can count them on one hand. Used to be you could count the number of streamers and the ones who play pool on one hand, but now I think you can. Pretty much everybody's that's got an iPhone is a streamer now. Look at that safety. Omar pulls off a good one. Snooker says, commentate your own match with a GoPro strapped to your head, and you will truly be POVPOOL. Yeah, we all know about that idea. Snooker talks more truth than anyone I know. More wisdom and more truth. What's the prize pool? This particular event, okay, by the way, I'm going to go over the rules real quick. This is 10 ball. This is 10 ball, race to 9. Call pocket, winner breaks, rack your own. No jump cues allowed. You're allowed to jump, but only with a full-size cue. This was $15,000 added. And I believe there's like $1,400 or $1,600 for 5th, 6th place right here. I believe first place received $10,000, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go back to my records and take a look. I probably should have done that, but you know, what are you gonna do? You know. Ooh. Fancy. Open shot now on the 2 ball, so Omar can run this out. So, you know, just so you know, like Omar called that shot to the cross side, so you know he gets to keep shooting. Dennis Okoye defeated defeated Shane on the winner's side. And Ruslan defeated Omar on the winner's side. And so they had to play each other here. So this, he's not out of the woods here. He's got a little work to do. You know, he's going back and forth here. I think just make this ball, and he's gonna. I think he's gonna play 3 rails up and down table. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. He's coming off the 6, so that was well played. I think he knew he was either gonna hit the 6 or the 10, and either way it would have been okay as long as his speed was all right. Shane beat Randy Kamantik, Neil Vishenson, Alex Pagalayan, and then lost to Dennis Orcollo. And then he beat. He had to play Torsten Holman. He beat Torsten Holman on the 1-loss side, and then he beat Warren Kiamko on the 1-loss side. Only to get to here to play Omar ALSHAHEEN. So like that's a pretty damn good resume for one tournament already. You know, like you got to beat those guys and you're still like battling it out to try to win to become the best. And wow, pretty good. Omar actually he beat his first match was Chris McDaniel. He beat him. Then he beat Jared Williams. Then he beat Billy Thorpe and James Dodong Aranas, and then he lost to Ruslan. So you know his trip on the winner's side was also pretty tough. And then on the 1-loss side, he went straight to Shane. No, wait a minute. Yeah, is that what he did? Yeah. So good for Omar. He, you know, he almost got into a little trouble there after missing that combo in the first rack. He's tied it up here, and look at this break. Most of the balls went to the middle of the table, at least you know between the sides, and the 2 and the 4 look tied up. And so what is he doing? Is he going to play a triple combination? You know, these shots are really bold. I don't know. I don't know if it's a wise choice. I mean, when you've got a really easy safety there, where he can just lag the cue ball past the 1. Behind the 4 and the 2, I don't even know why he didn't think that through, because you know you're playing one of the top players in the country in the world, so you know I don't know. I think Shane would have jammed him up behind the 4 and the 2. You know the shot I'm talking about, chat room. Okay, well, Shane's like, I can't make it either. So here comes Omar. Comes to the table, says, he fell for it. Well, he let the cue ball, hit that cue ball a little slow. Bob Young's Bob Young is sweating this. Combo Bob. He's sweating this pretty damn hard. I think he put his life savings on this match. He's taking a little break now. Taking a little break. He's just sweating the other match on table 1. Omar's picking this apart. It's looking good. He might be a little straight here, so I think what he will do is just roll forward a couple inches so that he can slide the cue ball past the 8 and play the 7 to the side pocket. Probably the best pattern. So he did what's called a stun run shot. The ball runs after it stuns, and it goes like a couple of inches. You can control it to however far you want to if you practice it enough. Remember, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, it's a habit. Spoken by the words of Aristotle. Inversely, it can also work the other way. We can make a habit of things that don't work for us. So it's very, very important, as we strive for success in our lives, let's not make the habits bad habits. Let's strive for excellence and until it becomes a habit. That's what these pool players do. That's what you need to do. In order to beat some of the better players out there. Well, Omar fumbled here, and so now Shane is up 2-1. Bringing you weekly bar table tournaments now at California Billiards. Feel free to come on down every Tuesday night for only $15, a 50 added tournament. You can play 8-ball, race to 3 winner side, race to 1 loser side at California Billiards starting on the 15th of October, which is tomorrow. Shane's break. I don't know. I've been watching both James Arenas' break and Shane, and I don't know whose break is better. Actually, maybe you guys in the chat room can take a vote on it. So I don't know if he's gonna slide past the 4 to the side pocket. I think. What is he doing? Yeah, side pocket. Great speed. Manages not to get hooked behind the 8. Ed Hartgrove asks, does Shane use a graphite shaft? No, it's not graphite. It's carbon fiber, folks. The new wave of technology for Q Sports are carbon fiber shafts. They're not made of graphite. Those are the old sports chalet tools that used to be on the market. But good guess, though. They are both, they are black in color. but they have discovered that carbon fiber is the most reliable, densest, and readily available material to make shafts out of now. And shafts that are made by companies like Q-Tech, which is where Shane gets his shafts and his cues. He's been a long time supporter and been sponsored by Q-Tech now for almost, I think, over 10 years. And and there are also other companies making carbon fiber, Jacoby Cues, McDermott, Predator, and Tiger's coming out with one very shortly. Maybe there are other companies out there making carbon fiber shafts, but everybody's going the way of the carbon fiber. Except for me. I still use my Tiger Pro X. You guys have to excuse me. I have some sinus issues, and it has to do with all the smoke that's been in the air from these fires that we've been having. You know, I'm just blessed. I'm happy to sit here with sinus issues, and you know, be in my living room here, in my home studio, I like to call it, POVPOOL headquarters. But unfortunately, because of those fires, over 100,000 people were evacuated from their homes and told to go elsewhere. The wildfires here just seem to get worse and worse. We had PG&E shut down all the power for certain periods of certain areas of California, both northern, central, and southern, in order to avoid any unforced electrical disturbances, electrical fires that happen. And you know, because they said that the Paradise Fire was responsible. PG&E would be responsible for the Paradise Fire that happened. So it's been quite a ride, but you know, I sit here with stuffed up sinuses. I apologize, guys. Do the best I can not to put you through any more torture. Omar. Really, I was really impressed with meeting Omar, watching him play. He also played the one pocket. He went and played at Freezer's Ice House. I mean, he did everything a pool player should do, a hero should do in the pool world, which is, you know, he carried himself really well. He was very friendly to everybody. He played well. He was very competitive. His etiquette at the table was superb. He never complained about anything. He shared food with people. He bought drinks for people, and likewise, people bought drinks for him. And you know, always a smile on his face. And another thing he did too, he got in action. You know, like wasn't afraid to step up with his own dough and get into some action. And so, you know, and then this guy also, as you can see, he's got Big Dog Billiards T-shirt. That's a pool hall in Des Moines, Iowa, and you know, really big pool hall. You know, besides all of this, he went around the country and he still competes in the USA whenever he can. You know, and you know, he's you know, I want to thank Scott Frost for introducing me, opening my eyes to Omar ALSHAHEEN. Probably a lot of you know about him a lot longer than I have, but you know, there are so many talented pool players. It's a matter of time before I hear about them, but you know, sometimes I'm just a little late to pick up on their exploits. Nice break. And Omar, excuse me, let me adjust the scoreboard here. Omar ties it up. We got ourselves a little grinder here, a little grindhouse. A little grindhouse action. Kenneth Taylor says, I'd rather have fires than live with dengue fever all over the country. You never know pool until you live in the Philippines. Okay, yeah, I understand that, but you know, I think it doesn't matter what causes your suffering. The suffering is usually to the same extent, right? I mean, so you know, you're gonna have dengue fever or you're gonna have your house burned down. You know, it's like, what's the lesser of two evils there? All right, Omar plays a shot that gets him a little out of shape. This is a tough rack. I don't know if the 5 passes the 8. Looks like it might, but if it doesn't, it looks like also his only real shot is to play like a carom shot or a what do you call a billiard shot on the 8 ball, which is also a missable shot, you know. The old fish-eyed fool says, I remember when everybody had a Mucci Sneaky Pete. Yeah, I know. I paid like, you know, I'm probably a little younger than you are. I'm 50 years old now. When I bought mine was 110. And in fact, I didn't buy it. My dad bought it for me, my stepdad. I think it was like 110 bucks. Took me shopping for it. I bought a Mucci Sneaky Pete. And then someone stole it off the table. They probably thought it was a house cue. But I was just young and irresponsible. And Omar, look at him, man. He gets through it. He gets through it, kids. The 5 did pass the 8. The Tiger is about to take the lead. The Kuwaiti Tiger. Bada bing, bada boom, folks. It's now 3-2. Omar, you're beating the best guy in the world. Learning how to control that snowball. Maybe I ought to have Bob Young, Combo Bob, be a guest. Invite him over my house for tea and crumpets and ask him about these matches. You know, like, hey, how much did you side bet on this match? Do you remember? And he'll tell me a story. This guy always has like a story too. You know, a story about this. I lost every side bet I made on. You know, you always have this some kind of story about that day. He'll remember it. Kenneth Taylor's 70 years old. You got 20 years on me, buddy. He says the action at Hard Times in the 80s and 90s was insane. Yeah, I know. I was going there in the early 90s, but I was kind of going in there passively. I used to go to Hollywood Billiards a lot more, and I wasn't really, I don't know why, but I just didn't go to Hard Times a lot. I would go there for big events, you know, like big tournaments and exhibitions, like when Lou Butera was doing stuff. But I don't know. I didn't really start going and competing there until the early 2000s when I took 7 years off the game. And when I came back, I started playing. I wanted to become professional. Total delusional, right? No, I mean, there's something about, I had a small sliver of opportunity to do what it takes to be a professional player, but there was just that last couple of levels of play that I was unable to reach. You know, those last couple plateaus, and even then, I don't think I would have been a big pro. I might have only just, you know, been like a flash in the pan anyway. But anyway, it's all about these guys, right? Look at this. He's going to hit this thin. Omar really, okay, so he's using the 4 and the 9. That's the much better shot. You know what? That's why I didn't see it. That's why I'm not a pro. But we got good action here. Omar's in the lead, and you know, that's a tall order against Shane VanBOENING to be ahead, especially since Shane just beat Torsten Homan and Warren Kiamko on the one-loss side to get to this match. You know, he's probably going into this thinking, ah. Well, you know, actually, I don't know. Maybe he's played Omar before. You know, he probably, because Shane goes all over the world. Just to remind you guys, there's no jump cues here. No jump cues in this tournament. Omar, I think, is trying to play an extremely accurate shot. I think he's hoping that he can kick the 1 in the side pocket. Or no, he wants to get safe. And it completely backfired on him. Sometimes we try those shots, we try them too hard, you know? Sometimes it's better to just go with our instinct and go into a shot like that with confidence. Like, I'm not afraid to do this. I'm not, you know. But you can't knock him for going up there with his tape measure and his laser pointer and checking all the angles. It won't be long now before they'll be talking about inducting Shane into the Hall of Fame, and I give it another 5 to 8 years before they start really taking it seriously. I think you got to be a certain age. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe somebody in the chat room can indicate to us how old you have to be in the Hall of Fame, the BCA Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, the Billiard Congress of America's Hall of Fame, I should call it. The Billiard Congress of America. It's not the BCA. Not to be confused with the BCA League. Well, Shane's fighting back. It's now 3-3. Snooker, he says, you've got to be in action for 20 years to be in the Hall of Fame. Is that actually the requirement? I mean, you know, you should put him in there just for the way he breaks. Man, geez, look at this break. Yeah, 6 ball. I think it's 40 years old. Thank you, Ashad. Or Assad. Ashad? Well, I think just draw this out, and you're going to hit the 7 ball, but you should be all right. The 4 ball's not in too difficult of a spot, and I think the 5 to the 6 is the key shot here. I mean, he's that 6 ball looks to be frozen to the rail. So I don't know if he wants, you know, you generally don't want to play the short side of the 6 when your ball's frozen, but it's still makeable. There's a way you hit that so that it doesn't come off the rail too far or hit the point going in. Trade secret, I can't share with you how to hit that ball. John Diskey asks, what does POV stand for? I stand for truth, justice, and the American way. Any other questions? But mostly truth and justice. The American way is, woof. I tell you what, man. It's a unique brand of living. I'm originally from Great Britain, so, you know, but the beautiful thing about America is we have freedom here. We have freedom of speech, and we have the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence. You guys aware of these things? We've got Congress, the House of Reps. Yup. Democracy. Everyone has a voice. Beautiful shot. Beautiful. Beautiful out. It made it look pretty easy. 6 ball just slid in, no problem. You know, that's why Shane is considered the best out there. I mean, you can, most of the time, you can take it for granted that if you're walking to your seat, you might have to sit there for a little bit. You should get comfortable. Bring your cushion, because you're playing Shane VanBOENING. Shane's a nice guy. Gosh, I remember when we streamed him playing Earl Strickland. You know, I went up to Montana to shoot that. I haven't been in Montana since then. But I took Shane to dinner, and we, you know, like, got to know each other a little bit. You know, that's the most I haven't really spoken to him much in the past, you know, 6-7 years, but you know, we kind of have an understanding. He's a great guy, and well, I mean, he's good for the sport, you know. Me Too in the chat room says, thanks, Daniel, for motivation to play pool. I learned a lot from your channel. Well, thank you. And I'm glad you're motivated, you know. I think, you know, we all need something, you know. We need something that connects us to the rest of the world. And if it's pool, then you know, we're here for you. Always. So 5 to the 7. What do you think? You guys think that goes? Chuck Felton says hi from Greenville. Wow, I've been to Greenville, South Carolina. I went there to visit my girlfriend at the time, her folks, her uncles and aunts. That was back when, in the 90s, when I lived in Boston. Lots of Waffle Houses and tire stores down there in South Carolina. Nice combo, great combo. Omar's he's out of the woods here. I think he, you know, no excuse not to run this out, Omar. I went to the Umbro factory as well. Wasn't Umbro there in South Carolina, Greenville? Went and got some sneakers at the Umbro factory. I don't even know if they're still there. So, you know, Omar's he's just making sure here what side of the 10 he wants to. He kind of has his choice. It depends on his precise position here. He can actually play this either way, but I think he'll draw out two rails. Yeah, and he'll probably hit the third rail. This is a missable shot. I mean, you know, it's the 10 ball. It does have a little bit of extra pressure. It's important not to feel that pressure, though. You know, I've mentioned this to you guys before. There's always that moment that you have, that chance, that opportunity mentally that you have to tell yourself, hey, man, just relax. I love this game. I know how to make this ball. Just relax. Focus on the shot and make the ball. No negative thoughts. Ooh, I missed this. Oh, I'm afraid of this shot. I'm afraid of this shot. You know, Max Eberle, he said, you know, he's got a great lesson. And I've said this before on my live streams. A great lesson, which has to do with combinations. You know, I used to walk up to him and say, man, you know, I have the worst time with combinations, man. What do you do with combination shots? And he says, well, the first thing you need to do is stop saying you have the worst time with them. He said, you got to start saying, I love combos. I can't wait for the next combo. Oh boy, I got a combo. Ooh, I love this. This is my favorite combo. You always gotta like just tell yourself that you can't wait for a combo. And you know what? It helped. It helped me to actually take an interest in making combination shots. It's the same with any hard shot, though. I love cut shots. I love frozen balls on the rail. I love kicking. I love playing Shane VanBOENING. Uh-oh. Well, maybe to his credit, Omar's just pushed the 5 ball to the rail, and it looks like a difficult scenario here. I mean, I can see maybe Shane manufacturing a bank shot on the 5. Okay, he's actually created angle so that he can play this 3 rails into the 8, but I think he's too steep, and I think the 4 ball's lying too high anyway. So is he trying to get position for this like a billiard shot, a 5-8 billiard? He might be. Boy, this would be pinpoint precision position. He wants to get right there. I mean, yeah. I don't even like the shot. I mean, but if he rolls over, does he have a backup safety plan? I mean, is he going to try to stop the 5, the cue ball where the 5 is, and try to hook him behind the 8 ball? I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I'm confused. I mean, I kind of like. Oh, I see why he didn't want to set up the bank. Look at this, though. Sheesh, you couldn't get any more off that ball if you tried. Nice shot. Nice shot, Shane. Boy, oh boy. You know, it's little moments like that that make the difference between, you know, the average pro player and the world-class pro like Shane VanBOENING. Yo, Samir in the chat room. Samir421 says, "Is this live? This rebroadcast?" No, this is not a rebroadcast, actually. This is unreleased content that we're only now releasing. So Shane takes a 2-game lead where Amar can do nothing really but revere what Shane's been doing here, because I mean, he just played. That was a great management of the situation there. He was very calm about it. Looked like he was setting up. He looked like he was setting up, wanting to set up a carom shot. But I think ultimately he listened to me, and he you know, realized, you know, this is just too difficult of a shot for me to. Woo! Nice break. So he's either going to bank this one to the side, or he will be able to cut it. But I think the bank is okay. There's a natural angle, 3 rails around the table for the two in the corner. And a lot of people. This is a some people probably wonder, like, how do I see that shot? Well, if you practice banking for long enough. Wow, he didn't play the 3 rails. I didn't see the full angle, but if you practice banking long enough, you learn how to play position in banks as well. Wow, he had to stop that ball so that he could make the 5 in the side. I think it goes. I don't know, what did he do? He didn't call a combo, did he? He's going to the side. Come on now. Yeah, side pocket. Side pocket. The unstoppable Shane VanBOENING. Looks like he's drawing back. I mean, like, he's scared of any ball on the rail at this point. He's, he walked the 6 ball down the rail, played a great 5 ball down the rail. Why should this 9 be any different? I remember back in the day when Shane was around 22, playing the tar matches. Yeah, people used to say, man, that guy's a machine. To tell you the truth, at that time, nobody was exhibiting mechanics the way that Shane was back then. I mean, when he was first really unleashing the beast to the public, in those action report matches, which are, by the way, you can still watch the tar matches on Vimeo. If you, I think you can go to theactionreport.com, or let me just check that out. Actually, I will get you guys a link, but you can still watch those old tar matches. You just gotta pay a couple of bucks for them. Brought to you by you can go to theactionreport.com. Brought to you by Justin Collett, and when I mean, it was the Shane show for quite a while. I don't know how many live streams of Shane they did. But when he was beating everybody, race to 100. Race to 50, then they dropped it down to down to 30 to make the day a little shorter. Like 10, 10, and 10. People would watch Shane and say, the guy's a machine. And it was shots like that, those balls on the rail. So here's a little tricky, though. He's behind the 8 ball. Looks like he got caught behind the 8 ball there, sure. Okay, so looks like a break has been. Oh no, here we go. Or not. Score is 6-3, by the way. Sorry about that, guys. And it looks like they're all taking a quick break. I want to thank once again. Whoa. I want to thank West 8 Billiards. Oh no, I think I have. Yeah. I want to thank West 8 Billiards, Simonis Cloth, JB Cases for working with POVPOOL this year. Also, I want to thank Go Play Pool. Remind you guys to check out the Go Play Pool app today. You can actually. Who here doesn't have Go Play Pool? Come on, give me a shout in the chat room. If you don't have Go Play Pool on your device, then you should get it. You should get it. Okay? All right. Also want to thank JB Cases. Best protection for your cue. JB Cases. Hope you guys have enjoyed the West Coast Swing Unreleased series so far. You know, I've created a playlist of these events, of these matches, on my YouTube channel, on this YouTube channel, POVPOOL. If you ever want to navigate my channel, just click on playlists, and you can see hundreds of playlists that I've created over the past several years. And these unreleased matches are all on its own playlist called West Coast Swing Unreleased. So you just look for the playlist, and there you have it. Okay, we back. Come on, guys. I got to go pee-pee. No, I'm just kidding. So Omar's making him go. Woo! Wow. Well, he's dead straight. Dead straight. Sheesh. Wow. It's so funny to watch him play like this. It's almost as if he's been playing 8-ball on a bar box all day. Just by watching how good his position is, you know. I mean, he's setting up position. He's setting up shots that. It's just really, it's really beautiful to see. Bob Young, he got to take his glasses off. This is pretty sick. This is so sick. It's going to give me the flu, man. He's calling the corner pocket. There's a reason why this guy beat Torsten Homan and Warren Kiamko 2 matches prior. Because he can do that. We talk about thread the needle there, folks. So Shane needs 2 games. Omar just needs chances. But the way Shane's playing, I'm not really sure he's going to get many chances at all here. Anything is possible. But he did start off real good. He, you know, he was grinding with him. It was 3-3. Four ball goes down. And I don't know. He's going to be hampered. Hard to cut this ball when you are behind the 2 ball there, unless he can actually get fully down on the shot. He may opt to play a bank shot on the 1. I think he just called the bank. It looked like he might have. Okay, maybe he'll change his mind. I don't know. Maybe he needs to designate the pocket. He's calling the corner, so he's calling it either. He's either going to cut this in or he's going to double bank it. I don't know why he would double bank it if he can basically just single bank it. But like I said, he can get all the way down on the shot. Whew, gosh. Does this guy cut hair as well? Because I need a haircut. This guy here, he needs to open a salon. Beautiful work, beautiful work. Perfect speed. Almost straight on the 3. Doesn't matter though. The 5's very close to the side pocket. I think it's lying a little higher than the middle of the table, so he'll probably draw back just to get on the right side of the ball because he has to float down for the 6 and the opposite side. Yep. Okay, so he's got little angle and the 5 is close to the pocket, so he can actually cheat the pocket a little bit and manufacture more angle. He's good here. Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, the old middle finger. Gives the ball the middle finger. Godfrey Daniels. That's all good. Just play it in the corner. He's a monster. Big, bad, scary monster they call the South Dakota Kid. Pretty unassuming name for a guy this good. And that puts Shane on the hill, folks. Shane is on the hill. Six in the side, 2 in the corner. No, the 2 ball stays up. But looks like Shane can bank the 1. I think the 3 ball is out of the way. I think he can bank it to the side pocket. He just has to kind of has to thread the needle a little bit there. The 2 ball's close to the pocket, which helps him as far as position goes. These are all things you got to think about when you're approaching a shot. So maybe he didn't like the bank. Oh, look at this. Omar's got an open shot. So Shane, for the first time in like 3 or 4 racks, relinquishes control of the table to Omar. And wow, you know what? That's a good shot for a guy that hasn't come to the table in 2, 3 racks. A long shot on the 1, and he just kind of got down. Nothing scared him. He just went down and shot it. And that's good. That's good. The 5 ball, limited choices on where to put your cue ball for the 5. So this is the key shot right here. Oh no! Oh Lord, this is tricky. So I think he's. This is commonplace for players, especially when they haven't shot for a couple racks. Come to the table, they're just dying to get to the table and do something, make something happen, and they kind of like free stroke. And I think Omar would do very well to maybe take a page from Shane's book and really slow himself down, to do whatever it takes to slow himself down, because he really, he's got this raw talent, you know what I mean? Like, but he needs discipline. I ain't talking about the spanking kind. Get your heads out of the toilet. Quote Music says, I haven't seen him shoot this comfortable with a carbon fiber, with a carbon shaft. If you're talking about Shane, actually, this was his, this was like his shaft that was given to him before the cue was even released. I think this was the first event he was playing this shaft with, using this shaft with. I think this was first time he was using it. I could be wrong, but I think if my memory serves me correctly, this was his first foray into the, to his as a new owner of a Q-Tech carbon fiber shaft. Shout out to Joseph Newcomb, just joined us in the chat room. Hello, welcome, glad you're watching. For a minute there, it was looking like it was going to be over, but Omar's back at the table. Score is 8-3. This is a race to 9, and Shane is going to make this hard for Omar. Omar has to earn it now. He really does. I mean, you can't. It's a tall order. It's a real tall order. But, anything's possible. Sometimes these guys, they get the balls working for them. Somehow the break, they dial it in at just the right moment. And Margaret Farazi, love listening to your commentary, Daniel. Entertaining and enlightening. Sleepy time now from gorgeous Goodick. Nighty night. Thank you, Mom. I love you. And I miss you. And I hope you're doing good in gorgeous Goodick. Look at this beautiful break, folks. 4-3 on the break. So you see what happens here. He just walks straight into. It's almost as if you're the captain of a ship and you're all hands on deck. That's kind of how he looks after the break. All hands on deck. Let's go. Batten down the hatches. It's time to play. And sometimes that just doesn't work because you're not. I don't know. That's just the way he looks. Woo! Wow. Wow. Omar's probably sitting down going, man, the lights are going down. The lights are going out, man. We haven't seen Shane miss a ball from the rail yet. Why would now be any different? He throws in the he throws in the towel. He says, that's it, man. And there you go. That's Omar. Like I said, he's probably, in fact, if I remember correctly, he was thrilled to get fifth, sixth place in this tournament. I don't like to spoil it for you guys. I knew who was going to win this, and I know who won the tournament, but I just wanted to. I didn't want to spoil it for you. The bottom line, right? You guys want to enjoy the match and get a little suspense. I know who wins, but I haven't watched these matches. I've only checked them to make sure that they have a beginning, middle, and an end, and that they're complete files. So I just want to say, guys, it's been a lot of fun doing these unreleased matches with you guys. I'm gonna dig deep and try to find additional content in my archives that I haven't, that may have been unaddressed or may have been untouched by human hands or seen by human eyes. But in the meantime, we still have a couple matches coming up. I'm going to be doing Mike Leahy versus myself. This is just sort of an undercard match to the match coming up. I'll be live streaming. I'm going to bring back to you the Shane versus Tony Chohan match. So I really appreciate this, guys. The opportunity to spend some time with you. Like I said, please give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, and remember, we have hundreds of playlists of our own original content that I've been producing for almost 8 years, and hundreds and hundreds of matches, and over 2,500 to be honest with you. So enjoy this channel, and thanks again for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this 12th unreleased match between Shane VanBOENING and Omar ALSHAHEEN. I love you guys, and I appreciate all your support. Keep loving pool, and we'll see you for the next one. Thanks a lot. I'll be streaming in the next couple of days. Okay, so thanks a lot, everyone. Keep loving pool.